Every time I have to talk about Hasbro, it's because another bad decision has been made or they're losing money, and today is no different because while they've been desperately trying to sell off their film and TV assets in an attempt to make some quick money, they posted a $129 million loss amid their massive waves of layoffs. I have a few different things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon or a supporter via YouTube memberships. So I wanted to start off with this Hollywood Reporter article. Hasbro posts a $129 million loss amid layoffs as it looks for an Entertainment One buyer. And lately there has been a lot of bad news surrounding Hasbro with all of the boycotts that they're going through because of Dungeons and Dragons. It says, though, toy giant Hasbro has swung to a fourth quarter loss on overall revenues for the holiday season and missed on Wall Street's revenue and earnings expectations in a tough consumer environment. On Thursday, Hasbro posted a loss of $129 million against a year-earlier profit of $82.2 million on revenues down 17% to $1.67 billion, which missed on a sales estimate of $1.72 billion according to FactSet. Now, obviously, these are massive numbers that we are talking about. There was a year earlier profit of $82 million, and now they are down a massive amount, which is not looking good for them. It says, though, during a morning analyst call, Hasbro gave an update on its sales process for non-core film and TV assets at Entertainment One as it looks to shrink its film and TV production footprint and focus on turning its own toy lines into Hollywood franchises, which clearly screams desperation for them. They are only shrinking their film and TV production footprint because it hasn't worked for them, and they are trying to go the more traditional route for them, which is simply taking their toy lines, blowing them up, and then, as it says, potentially turning them into Hollywood franchises. But they have been trying to sell Entertainment One for quite a while at this point. They put it up for sale in November of 2022, and I mean, they had only bought it in 2019, but they bought it for $600 million. So clearly they are, scattering to try to find a way to get rid of this now that they realize it's not going to be profitable. It says our sales process for the majority of E1 film and TV is well underway with strong interest in these valuable assets. We expect to have an update in the second quarter, so I guess we're going to have to see. But the problem that they are facing now, and a reason why people are criticizing them, is because on January 26th, they said that they would lay off 1,000 staffers, 15% of its workforce. During the fourth quarter, though, film and TV revenue fell 10% to $310 million, reflecting lower film revenues from fewer new releases in 2022. Now, as it says, Hasbro is aiming to develop and produce animation, digital shorts, scripted TV, and theatrical films for fans of core Hasbro IP, which does, in fact, include the Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves movie that is hitting theaters in March, and even that has had some major problems for them. In previous videos, I have talked about the OGL controversy and everything surrounding it. They did eventually apologize, but there are still a lot of companies and consumers that don't trust them at this point and that do not want to support them, and these people have threatened to boycott this film, and it has been a while since this controversy started, but I do think that there are a lot of people still very upset over this situation, and I do think that this movie, yes, is going to face a pretty big boycott. This is a CBR article. D&D fans are boycotting the movie amid WOTC controversy, which of course is just going to be even worse for Wizards of the Coast and ultimately Hasbro, because they have shoved a lot of money into this. I mean, just look at the cast lineup. It is a really big, really notable cast, and it's filled to the brim with CGI. We don't know the exact cost of the budget right now, but it is estimated that it is upwards of $200 million. It says, though, ongoing backlash over the D&D publisher WOTC changing its open gaming license has fans boycotting the upcoming Honor Among Thieves movie. In early January 2023, a leaked report showed that WOTC was planning to update its OGL conditions that have been in place since 2000. The decision could impose much stricter rules on the enormous community of third-party D&D content, as well as RPGs like Pathfinder, which legally use certain D&D mechanics under the original OGL agreement. And again, they did decide to walk back on this, but at the same time, people are not just going to forgive and forget. People were saying things like, yes, let's put out a feedback survey so we can funnel all of the discourse over the OGL there, still staying unsubscribed to D&D Beyond, and looks like the next step is to boycott the D&D movie, which makes me really sad, but Hasbro needs to get the fucking message, and they speak in money, which of course is very true. I mean, they are a company. Ultimately, they only really care about money. Yep, when they listen to us is when I will start listening to them. Otherwise, we are going to boycott the D&D movie and D&D be gone. Of course, at this point, they have released a couple of trailers, and they do have millions of views, and they haven't been ratioed, but the comment sections are filled with people who are pretty upset over their choices, and as you can see on this one from 3 weeks ago, 37,000 likes to 7.2k dislikes. So, not a ratio, but people are still upset. People are also trolling them, saying, I love the line, I don't want to see you die, so I'm going to leave the room. I'm sure that this will perform wonderfully, given that the owners of D&D have created a lot of goodwill between players and the brand, which of course is a hilariously sarcastic comment. We can't stop now. We gotta show them that we won't stand for this. Open D&D, boycott the D&D movies. So they are facing some serious problems right now with their fan base and also with the, IPs that they have. It seems like, yes, they are trying to sell off Entertainment One as quickly as possible, even though it's been up for sale since November of 2022. It's been a couple of months at this point. Maybe that sale will happen during this quarter, but as you can see, they are posting some major losses amid the big layoffs that they are currently going through. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this and found it important and informative, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.